Hello students, today again we are here with the second poem. Its name is Laburnum Top. The Laburnum Top. This poem is written by Ted Hughes, T-E-D Ted, Hughes Hughes. So here the title of the poem suggests the laburnum top. So before starting the poem, we want to just tell you what is laburnum. Laburnum is a name of a tree which is used for the decoration on Easter festival. So you must be knowing Easter, you must be have heard about it. Christians people are is a community who are celebrating that Easter and Christmas. So Easter and Christmas, they both are relevant to each other. They are Christian festivals. So here we are going to just discuss about the beauty of the laburnum top. So it is created a beautiful picture of an autumn afternoon. Means it is written when that autumn season is in the month of September afternoon. What is the beauty of the laburnum top? Let's discuss in this poem. So here is the poem. The laburnum top is silent, quite still. In the afternoon yellow September sunlight, a few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen. Means laburnum top is silent, means the moment, and it is very calm. Quite still means quite calm. In the afternoon means when that afternoon time was there, it is yellow colored afternoon, means the sun was completely yellow at that time in the September sunlight. A few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen, and all the leaves are yellow in color because it is an autumn season, so all trees are having yellow colored leaves and all its seeds have fallen down. So till the gold flinch comes with a twitching chirrup, a suddenness, a startlement of at a branch end, then sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt, she enters the thickness and a machine starts up of chittering and the tremor of wings and thrillings. The whole tree trembles and thrills. It is the engine of her family. The stalk is full, then flirts out of a out to a branch end, showing her bare till the gold flinch comes. What is gold flinch? Gold flinch is a small singing bird with yellow feathers on its wings. It is a beautiful bird who is having yellow feathers on its wings. So that gold flinch comes with the twitching chirrup. Twitching chirrup means with a, you can say, means complete, sounds of the chirping up. She comes over there. She lands suddenly and straightly at the end of the branch. She just come over there. That means suddenly she comes and just sit on the end of the branch. Then very smoothly, in the manner of the lizard, she enters the thickness of the branches. So she enters abruptly and remains alert as a lizard does. At once, the whole of his brood, means complete, its species is its family, starts chittering. Then a tremor of the wings, sweet thrilling at are heard. The tree starts trembling with the thrill of the pleasure. This complete tree starting complete thrill of the pleasure, means all, means all are the goldfinch and its family, its young ones, they all are chattering, they all are making the noises here and there. So next one is, it is the engine of her family. She strokes it full. She flirts out to a branch and showing her bared face identity mask. Means like it is the young. In this stanza, the poet wants to tell it is the young ones of the goldfinch family who had stirred up the chattering and the thrilling of the arrival of their mother. When their mother comes, then they all starting their chirping, their chattering with each other. The mother feeds them, all do their fill, means completely she feeds them to complete their, to fill their empty bellies. Then she comes out skipping to the end of the branch. Then again she skipped over there. She jumped at the branch of the tree. She knows her bared face, which serves as identity mask. Bared face. So let's just talk about the bared face. It is having that bird is having black color stripes on its face. So that is the identity mask actually of that bird. So that she used to come over there with the bared face, with the with that black color face, that is a black stripes are there on the face. She comes over there as the identity mask, the identity of Goldfinch. Now the last three lines are here. Then with array delicate whistles cheer up, whispering, she launches the infinite, and the laburnum subsides to empty. Means after feeding, after having fed their young ones, the goldfinch comes out of the tree and flies away into the infinite sky. Infinite sky means the sky which is not having any limits. It makes, again, after feeding the young ones, the goldfinch comes out of the tree and flies away into the infinite sky. It makes delicate whistling chirps as it flies away. That laburnum tree again becomes all quiet and silent. It seems as if it had become empty. Means now there is no hustle and bustle, no birds are there on the laburnum top. Again, laburnum top has become still and quiet. So that is the poem where in the first stanza the poet wants to tell that the calmness of the laburnum tree. Then again in the second stanza and third stanza the poet has told how that is full with the all hustle and bustle, all chirping of the young ones, and goldfinch, how goldfinch comes and fed their babies and all. And in the next stanza again the third three lines are there. It also reflects that how laburnum top again becomes the same way like it was earlier in the stanza. So I hope this poem is clear to everyone. So we will just means do the question answers of this poem. In that we'll just give you the PDF for completing these question answers. Along with, you have to write down the summary of this poem, this beautiful poem, natural poem, in your own words. Thank you and have a nice day.